Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today, we're stepping into the whimsical world of The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, a book that beautifully blends magic, acceptance, and the power of chosen family. Published in 2020, this heartwarming story invites us to an island like no other, a place where unusual children live under the care of a man with a few secrets of his own. Let's dive in so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. Our story follows Linus Baker, a by-the-book caseworker for the department in charge of magical youth, or gnome for short. Linus is a quiet, somewhat lonely man who meticulously follows rules and procedures, inspecting orphanages that care for magical children. His job is to ensure the welfare of these kids and the safety of those around them, but it's all very clinical, until one day, he receives an extraordinary assignment. Linus is called in by extremely upper management and handed a top-secret case. A month-long evaluation at the Marsyas Island Orphanage, home to some of the most unusual and potentially dangerous magical children known to gnome. Cautious and curious, Linus packs his things and heads to the mysterious island. When he arrives at Marsyas, Linus is immediately met with a colorful cast of characters, starting with Arthur Parnassus, the orphanage's enigmatic and gentle headmaster. Arthur cares deeply for his charges and is protective of them in a way that Linus hasn't seen before in his work. And these children aren't just unusual, they're extraordinary. There's Talia, a fierce gnome girl with a penchant for gardening. Fee, a sprite with control over nature. Sal, a big-hearted boy who turns into a Pomeranian when he's frightened. Theodore, a wyvern who loves collecting buttons. Chauncey, a green blob who dreams of being a bellhop. And perhaps most surprising, Lucy, short for Lucifer, the 6-year-old Antichrist. Each child challenges Linus's preconceptions about magic and danger in their own way, and his arrival disrupts their quiet, close-knit world. Linus's structured approach is thrown into disarray as he spends time with the children and Arthur, seeing firsthand the life they've built together on the island. Despite Lucy's ominous title, he's actually a playful, mischievous kid, albeit with a dark sense of humor that tests Linus's patience. Through shared meals, games, and daily lessons, Linus slowly starts to understand that these children are not threats. Nor are they misfits to be hidden away, they're simply children who want to be loved and accepted. Arthur, too, surprises Linus with his warm, unconventional approach to parenting and his fierce dedication to protecting these kids. As Linus learns more about Arthur, he uncovers a quiet strength and a few mysteries of his own. He finds himself drawn to Arthur, though he's still wary of breaking any rules or stepping out of line. Yet the more time he spends on the island, the more Linus begins to question the strict guidelines he's followed for so long. Gnome's policies, meant to keep everyone safe, start to feel more like walls, separating magical beings from a society that could learn to embrace them. As days pass, Linus's interactions with the children and Arthur spark a transformation within him. He discovers courage he didn't know he had, confronting his own prejudices and fears. When the island's peaceful existence is threatened by outside forces, Linus faces a choice: return to his old life and the safety of the familiar, or risk everything to protect the family he's come to love. His journey becomes one of self-discovery, challenging him to stand up not just for the children but also for himself, as he grapples with what it truly means to belong. In the end, Linus realizes that life is fuller and more beautiful when we allow ourselves to connect deeply with others, especially those who don't fit society's mold. The Marsyas Island Orphanage isn't just a place of care. It's a home, a sanctuary where everyone, no matter how different, deserves love and acceptance. The House in the Cerulean Sea is a heartwarming, magical tale that reminds us of the power of empathy, the beauty of found family, and the courage it takes to embrace the unknown. It's a story that stays with you, inspiring us all to create a world where everyone belongs. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.